Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I'm just fixing the camera. So for today's video, I spent $130 on Mercari. Now, to be fair, $69.30 of it was in Mercari credit from things I've been selling on Mercari, and that I specifically wanted to put towards this purchase. But I shelled out the remaining portion, give or take $60.70, give or take a little bit. I don't know. I'm tired, so I'm pretty sure that's right. But yeah, I have 8 candles here. 1, 2, 3 of which have not made an appearance since fall/winter of 2017. So I just didn't want to take a chance of them not coming back. I mean, they didn't come back 2018, so I didn't want to take another chance on them not coming back for 2019 fall and winter, because if they didn't come back, they would just, again, skyrocket in price. And a lot of these, I actually got them for a pretty good deal. They're $16.25 a piece after shipping and everything was included. I paid $130 after shipping, so it was $20 shipping, which hurt a little bit. It stung. As well as, but it was 2 days shipping. But then again, the seller was also in Texas, so I mean, if it wasn't here in 2 days, either way, it's kind of like, really? You're not just gonna like be here in 2 days? Like, really? Come on. But it was $110 plus $20 shipping, so that's where the 130 came from. Oh, I'm exhausted. It took a lot. Like, I mean, this seller, Fever 103, I believe, on Mercari. Oh gosh, I'm gonna regret telling y'all who he is, because he has a lot of candles like I still want to get, like a few older ones as well, like even older than, I mean, these aren't old, but like some like old slacking candles that I really wanted to get. But I think I'll stop rambling because I'm tired. We've been like, not me personally, but we've had people in and out like remodeling our bathroom, and I'm in this challenge right now with my mom that whoever spends the most time on the treadmill, like time wise, wins $15 from the loser. So mine is just gonna be that brand new hobnail blue wax warmer from Better Homes and Gardens from Walmart. That's gonna be my prize. And she just wants $15, worth of clothes. So I mean, it works out. I mean, I'm gonna win. So I just got off the treadmill. I'm exhausted. So sorry I'm out of breath. They just kind of like delivered it. And I was kind of scared because it was such a big box, and I understand why. I don't know what it was, but I felt like something was going to be broken. And I always film my stuff when I'm packing something from Mercari in case, there's scammers out there. Just a heads up for anyone who wants to sell on Mercari but doesn't know very much about it. Be careful for scammers because people will scam you. I haven't had it happen to me personally, but I videotape every time I sell something. Like, I video myself wrapping it up in bubble wrap, doing the tape, putting the shipping label on, everything, so it cannot be disputed. And if something arrives broken, it's like, well, it wasn't really my fault. It was the shipping carrier. I didn't sell it to broken, so that kind of thing. And I also open everything when I, or not open, I always video it when I open it, just in case I need to get a refund and I need like some type of proof of it, not just like after the fact. Because Mercari is really, a pain to deal with sometimes, and you really need to have as much as you can, really. So I've rambled on enough. 2 of these candles are from summer 2018. One is from the fall of 2018, and then 5 of them, 4 of which are the same, not the same scent, but 4 of them are broken up into a set of 2. So there's 2 of the same, and then another 2 of the same, and then 1 just random off one. So I'll go ahead and start with the newer stuff. So yeah, I guess I'll start with the newest one. It's amazing. It's 35 degrees out, and I mean, they're not popping out of the glass, so I mean, that's good. I mean, I'm going to chop most of these up anyway, so I mean, I'm not going to do them right away. A lot of these I am going to save and wait a little bit, but it just smells so good, y'all. So 4 minutes and 44 seconds in. 4 is my lucky number, sorry. We're going to actually show you the candle, or I'm actually going to show you the candle. White Barn number 1. This is from fall/winter, kind of like in between season of like fall and winter Bath and Body Works of 2018. beautiful brown jar. I ordered another one on Mercari, and because I never picked it up in the store, because at first I thought all it smelled like was Red Hot cinnamon, but then I smelled it on Black Friday, and I would have bought it then. But it was just buy three get three free that day, and there was really nothing in the store that I went to that I really wanted. And I also didn't have enough money to do like buy three get three, even with the coupons that I had, because I was saving those for Candle Day. So anyway, I smelled it then, and I realized it didn't smell like Red Hots, and it smelled really good. So if you hate a candle at first, smell it again. I'll have to do a separate video on that. But anyway, the notes on White Bar number 1 are spiced nutmeg, sugared cinnamon, and vanilla chestnut. Really, I'm not picking up a whole lot of chestnut. This is very similar to Toasted Vanilla Chai, where this one's a little spicier. Toasted Vanilla Chai, you definitely get that vanilla custard almost type of scent. This one actually smells more like a chai latte. Sorry, that's my dog. Yeah, I mean, Canada Kim, hit the nail on the head with this one. It's pretty much like chai spices and like a nice creamy note to it. That being said, I prefer Toasted Vanilla Chai because I love those vanilla fragrances, vanilla gourmand scents, vanilla bakery scents, vanilla in general. This one has a hint of like some type of creaminess where I feel like you could pick out like maybe a vanilla, like a shot of like the vanilla syrup or something, like a simple syrup type of thing, mixed with a chai tea latte. So, it's White Bar number 1. It's the lid. This one I'm actually going to chop up because the first one I got is going to stay in my collection because they didn't bring it out in tester candles or anything. So, that's that. So, I'm going to have this one to chop up for fall, winter 2019, hopefully. I might decide to save it in case they don't bring it back. Maybe, I don't know for sure yet. And I'm not a seasonal burner or melter, but this is definitely a scent that I would really, really appreciate, this time of year even still, where it's like very cold and homey feeling, this scent. It's not cold, I was talking about like outside, but y'all know what I mean. I'm telling y'all, I'm tired. So, White Bar number 1 right there. Now we'll get into spring and summer of 2018. And, okay, I'll start with, good night. I think I'll start with this one. Let me move that one over there. I'll talk about this one. Here we have Cherry Snow Cone, beautiful like bubblegum pink wax. Notes on Cherry Snow Cone are sweet cherry syrup, vanilla shaved ice, and a hint of lime. This smell, and there's no convincing me otherwise, this smells like a cherry limeade from Sonic, predominantly. With a, like, just a little bit, like a half scoop, really, of, like, vanilla ice cream. And it smells so good. I was able to find 3 of these during SAS at, like, a store I barely go to because it's so small. Because I have a White Barn, and that's the second closest. Believe it or not, my outlet's actually a little bit closer, but we just never go that area. It's a little south of us. But in a little north of us, it's like an extra 5 minutes, but we're always in that area. Sorry, cars are going by. Where was I going with that? Like an extra 5 minutes away, it's our White Barn store, and we're always in that area. And it was another one in that area, but it wasn't the White Barn store, so we just never go there because it's a little bit further off. It's like an extra 10, 15 is a little too much. Maybe 10, 12 minutes away from like the White Barn store. And we just decided to stop in because, I just wanted to, I guess. And I was able to find 3 cherry snow cones then. So I put 1 in my collection. I have 2 to chop up. I've already chopped up 1. So now I have another one. I really wanted to get another one because I don't know what it is, but Bath & Body Works just does not bring back the nice, new, unique, or to me, unique. I feel like this is very unique, especially for Bath & Body Works, that fizzy scent. It's not like summertime soda pop fizzy. Sorry, I had a text message. So if it glitched in and out, sorry. Where was I going with this? It has like a slight fizziness, like the cherry limeades from Sonic have. It's not super heavy like summertime soda. Wink, wink. But I actually prefer cherry snow cone a little bit more than summertime soda pop in terms of fizziness. But I just don't know what it is, but they just don't tend to bring good scents like this back. I mean, especially the last five I'm about to show you, these are some amazing scents. So I don't know why they haven't brought them back, but and you know, two of them at least are crowd favorites too. So anyway, I want to make sure I had at least one more just in case I never bring it back. So I already have my one chopped up. I still have it full. I haven't used any of it yet. And then I have two more to just chop up. Worst case scenario, they never bring it back. So this is an amazing scent. Beautiful. I really did like this Polaroid collection, really, and I love the white label, especially with the pink wax. So if you got what I was getting at when I was wink wink, summertime soda pop. I got a bunch of the tester candles. I have this listing on hold because honestly, if I didn't have this on hold, I would have just not gotten this one at that point because I had gotten so many tester candles, and it would have been a better deal just to get more tester candles. But I felt bad since I had already had it on hold, and I had it on hold for a while. I didn't want to just be like, hey, can you like take this out of the hold because I'm found some tester candles I'm getting for $1.60 a piece. So, and I did want to throw a couple. This one's not going to be for my collection. This one, I'm not going to burn because I have seen some pretty bad burn reviews on it. So I'll just have an extra 14.5 ounces to chop up. So I'm definitely not complaining. I love fizzy pop scents. I love fizzy scents. This one's pretty good. The notes on it are crisp lime, zesty lemon, and a splash of soda. So what I get from this, it smells almost like a Mountain Dew. It smells like if you took Mountain Dew and like Sprite. No, it's not quite Sprite. It's more like a Sierra Mist, which are practically the same thing, but they're a little different. And you mix those two together, that's what I get. I mean, this is a very loud candle because of the wax color, the label. I mean, it's very loud in your face. But I like it. I feel like this would be a good standout like on anyone's candle shelf. I mean, for no other reason. I feel like this would be a beautiful candle. I am going to reuse this label, paint it like orange on the inside with some like 50-cent or something paint from Walmart. So anyway, there's that. Let me move it up just a little bit. It's crooked, so let me fix that. Okay, now here's the older scents we're going to get into. Sorry, I thought I had to cough for a second. And it's gone. Great. So this one was one of my absolute favorites of really winter of 2018. Oh my gosh, it still smells so good. And that is Indulge Cinnamon Rum Raisin. Beautiful, beautiful, like dusty violet almost. Oh, it's a little paler than that. This is from the Hige collection, I think. This is the one with pink Pelty cake in it when it first came back in 2017 of that year. Never even saw it in store. Also with Comfort Soft Cashmere Blanket. Again, never saw it in store. I had to buy them on Mercari. But I got them for $15 a piece with free shipping. So, I mean, I got two of them then. So, anyway, Indulge Cinnamon Rum Raisin. The notes on this are cinnamon, nutmeg, essential oils with notes of spiced rum. So, this one's a really good scent. And in my opinion, this is not the same as Vanilla Spiced Pear. I have both of them. I have the tester candles. And I smelt the tester candle right by the 3-wick. I have one in my collection and one to chop up. I smelt them side by side. They're not the same. I don't care who disagrees. I spent quite a bit of time with them side by side. And the big difference between these two is I feel like these have a very similar, if not the same, fruit note. I don't necessarily think this is raisin because I could see it being pear. Like almost like a, it's not a caramel or a toffee. It's not something sweet, but like a sweetened pear where it's not just plain sugar or anything. It's not caramelized or anything like that. But pear, a little bit of sugar, just a little bit. And then there's something almost gourmand about this. Like, I see the picture and I think, oh, cinnamon buns or something. But it really isn't that heavy. It smells almost like Raisin Bran cereal would. And it's really good. I don't know what it is, but to me, Vanilla Spiced Pear, in my opinion at least, is not the same as Indulged Cinnamon Rum Raisin. I was so sad to find out because I got 2 tester candles in it for for the first day of SAS, and that one has almost like a if you've ever smelled champagne or Prosecco in wax specifically, it's not the same as fizzy pop where like this is like very, very similar to fizzy pop and this has a unique fizziness to it. Fizzy pop and wax smells just like Sprite, like you're opening like a can of Sprite. They're not the same, but it has that same type of effervescent fizziness to it. And that's what's in there. It's like a fizzy, not too fizzy, where it's definitely not the main note, just a hint of fizziness with a juicy pear. It's like they took out that almost, I don't want to say yeasty bread because it's not like what's it called? French baguette. I hate that candle. It smells like sourdough bread. So it's not that, and it's not. Gosh, I don't know how to describe it. It's very gourmand-ish. Like it smells almost like cinnamon rum raisin smells almost like a thing of raisin bread or the Raisin Bran cereals, something like that. But vanilla spice pear just lacks that bread note where it's not super yeasty. It's just bread. And it's not stale bread. It's not sourdough bread. It's just bread. So, gosh, it's like bread you just pulled out the oven, but it's a sweet bread with fruit in it. I don't necessarily know if it's raisin or pear, but that's the vibe it's giving me. And it could just be the little cinnamon thing on the label that makes me think that. But either way, they're not the same because Indulged Cinnamon Rum Raisin does not have any of that fizziness to it. It doesn't even really have a booziness to it, where Vanilla Spice Pear definitely does. So if y'all disagree, that's fine. I respect that. But I almost wanted to say, well, you're wrong. But in all seriousness, I really and truly do not feel like they're the same scent. So it's just that. But I definitely love Cinnamon Rum Raisin 10 times more. I look forward to chopping it up because I was down to my last one. I only ever bought like 3, and I burned through one of them like 2017. I finished it before New Year's, I believe. This is before I did YouTube or Instagram or anything like that. And I had the one in my collection. I had just had one left. I just wanted to save it for a rainy day because I was hoping it would come back. I was going to wait for 2018. I was going to buy like 4 more, and it just never showed back up. So I made sure to pick another one up while I still could. So that's that. Now this one, these last 2, I have duplicates. So 2 of this one and 2 of another one. These 2 were my best finds, really and truly. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and show them. I'm so excited to finally have more of this one because I was only ever able to find 2 of them during the summer SAS last year. And I drove to a White Barn store like an hour away from my house. Like it was pretty intense. Like an hour, not round trip, like an hour there and an hour back. 2-hour round trip. Mostly to get these 2 peppermint rosemary candles. Not these 2, but well, darn. I just said the name. Well, I'm horrible at this, so there it is, peppermint rosemary. There's 2 of them. I'll read the notes in just a second after I finish my story. So we drive there. I had them on hold for like over a day at this point. The manager there was super sweet. The guy I talked to, super kind guy, really great manager. I come in, I have these, not these 2 specifically, but I had 2 peppermint rosemaries on hold, and I had some sriracha on hold, like 2 sriracha, and then black pepper and kale, I believe. Those 3 were 75% off, and these 2 are full price. And I ended up walking away with some accessories and stuff too. Like it was a good day. Like it was a really good day. That was probably my favorite store I've ever been to. In terms of like the size of the store, the location was pretty hard to find, but not because of any other reason. It's just we've never been to that area of the city. But anyway, long story short, I had 1 for my collection. I had 1 to chop up, and I never wanted to chop it up because I felt like, oh my gosh, it's so special. Like, what if it never comes back? And so far it hasn't. And it's like, I really want to enjoy this one. Like, really, really enjoy it. So now that I have 2 more, I'm going to be chopping that one up. The next round of my candle chopping, I will be including that one in it. And now I have an extra 2. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna chop one up. I don't chop it up just to like immediately use it up. Like I'll use them like sparingly sometimes, or in between my vendor wax and other candles I've chopped up. And I also don't really change out my wax unless it's really badly unscented. And usually my Bath and Body Works ones aren't. But sometimes you'll just get a really bad vendor wax type thing, and not necessarily just because of the vendor, but sometimes it's just the scent, or sometimes it's the vendor specific oil, and that's a whole nother conversation. But I don't really change out my wax really. If I put it in, I leave it in all day. And sometimes when it gets a little weaker, I'll burn a candle to, you know, help kind of pick it back up just a little bit. But like I'm not just gonna like try and get through a whole candle just to get through it. Like I really want to take time and enjoy chopping them up and using them and enjoying them that way. So anyway, long story short, the notes on peppermint rosemary: fresh peppermint, iced rosemary, and eucalyptus. This is the best peppermint rosemary scent I've ever smelled from vendor wax or candles. There's no changing my mind. It's very twisted. It's like they took the peppermint from Twisted Peppermint and it, like, toned it down just a little, where it's not. It's definitely mentholated, but it's not super in your face where that's all you can smell. And it has this nice, crisp, very specifically, very crisp, fresh, and herbal, very herbal lavender. Or not lavender, good night. I told you I'm tired. Very crisp, herbal, fresh peppermint. I'm doing really bad, you guys. I'm sorry. How many times can I say I'm sorry and I'm tired? Very nice, crisp, herbal, rosemary note. I prefer peppermint rosemary, like that combination as a whole, over like eucalyptus spearmint, eucalyptus peppermint. Like, not the biggest eucalyptus person, but I do love rosemary, especially peppermint rosemary. Like rosemary mint Aveda types like that and vendor wax is pretty good. Still not as good as this. It's just the scent, the jar. Back when the White Barn labels looked super classy, like these were the perfect gift candles. Like, I'm sorry, the new White Barn candles just aren't all that great. I don't like the label. I don't like the font. I don't like the texture. This was perfect. This right here. I mean, I'm even like grown accustomed to this one over like the long bubble one. This is even a little bit better in my opinion now that I've, you know, thought about it a little bit. This just looks so classy and elegant with the White Barn and the actual barn on there, scented candle, peppermint rosemary, and the beautiful colored glass. And I mean, I do like the added touch of like the White Barn lids now, but, or not even now. See, it has the same type of label, just, it just bothers me. It makes me kind of sad now that, you know, we're at the end of a era with these beautiful, giftable, really giftable labels and jars. And anyway, I'm sad, but I'm glad I have 2 more of this one. So there's that. And then, oh my gosh, these 2. This is in my top 10 favorite candles of all time, and I really think that peppermint rosemary is too. They're not in my top 5, sadly. They're etched out by some really good ones. Actually, peppered plum is in my top 5 because one of my slots is tied, because I just couldn't choose between 2 of them for my number 3 spot. But anyway, I already revealed it, so I mean, shoot, good night. I already revealed what it was again. Peppered plum, you guys. I love this candle. I ordered 2 on Mercari like around this time last year because I just never able to pick any up in store. I only saw it in store twice, and one was where it was pretty decently stocked, and one time it was just one candle left on the shelf alone. I ended up exchanging a candle for something else, and I was like, oh, they'll restock it. I ain't gotta worry. I really am kicking myself because I should have picked that one up. I should have picked some up when they still had some. But this is like when my candle edition was like first starting. I didn't really think that far ahead. So I'm mad at myself. You don't have to be mad at me too. Again, the beautiful giftable labels, the beautiful deep plum. Just beautiful. This is perfection. Perfection. Oh, I love this candle. This candle just puts me in a happy mood. This is better than vanilla birch. This is better than wine cellar, which even smoke berries and incense, which is the same thing as wine cellar. I have the original one. So beautiful. They are similar, but this one's nicer in my opinion. This one is a little bit more sophisticated. It's not as musky. It's not as perfumey. Okay, so it's not as musky as, not to say musky, but it's not as what's the word? Sensual, I guess, is Wine Cellar. Well, it's up there with Wine Cellar, just with different bass notes. Well, not bass notes, just different top notes, I guess is what I'm trying to say. The bases of all of them are pretty similar, but Vanilla Birch just has this perfumey undertone, and it does have like a weird, like almost vanilla orchid type scent added to. It's like they took out part of Wine Cellar that made it very sensual, beautiful fragrance, and replaced it with like a vanilla orchid, which I still find very beautiful, pretty in wax. Like Tiki Beach has vanilla orchid and coconut. In my opinion, it has vanilla orchid. I don't know what the notes say, but I get vanilla orchid from it. It's just a beautiful vanilla that just adds like a body care type feel to it. That's kind of like what I get in Vanilla Birch. This one is distinctly plum, and it just, it's perfection. If you ever find this 75% off, buy every last one they have. Because even if you don't like it, you can sell it for, don't be trying to sell it for no $30, $40 a piece, because no one's going to buy it. But, I mean, direct message me. I mean, I just love this candle. So, the notes on it are sweet plum, fresh saffron spice, and black peppercorn. Sorry, I just took a pause because there's... I thought I heard something on the roof. And I'm home alone, so go me. Is that hail? I'm not even kidding. I think that's like snow or something. Are you serious? Well, I guess I lost the bet. Me and my cousin were debating last night on whether we're gonna see if it was gonna snow or not, and I just got another text, so I really need to wrap this up because I don't want them to call and ruin the video like that. But beautiful, great scent. I've already chopped one up. I was only able to get two, so one of my collection I already chopped up. The only other one I have. Two more beautiful candles to last me until they hopefully get their act together and bring it back. So that's it for my video. My little Mercari haul. So that's it. I'm going to end my video off here. If you see any favorites here, let me know in the comments below. Give the video a thumbs up. Let me know if you like the video. And I'll film another video soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.